Hey everyone, AMR back again with another Madden 22 video. So in this one, I am actually going to be continuing on the Doo Brown series. So last episode, we were able to destroy Ben Roethlisberger's former team of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I honestly thought the game was going to be a little closer than what it was. It turned out to be a 49-13 game. We pretty much had control the entire time. They were led by Tyrann Mathieu, 95 overall. He's actually, I think, still a free agent as far as the real world is concerned. But let's go ahead and advance to the next week here and see who we have to face off against. It looks like it's the Cincinnati Bengals, and I believe Aaron Rodgers. Yep. So in this next episode, we are going to have a very, very, very tough opponent. So overall, they're an 82. They have an 85 on offense and an 80 on defense. They are pretty much our counterpart. So we are much better on defense than we are on offense. I think that we kind of just like make do on the offensive side, whereas our defensive side of the ball is definitely our bread and butter. But let's go ahead and take a look at who we're getting back from injury. So after a long wait, we are finally able to get back Dante Hightower. I think that he is going to be instrumental in our defense moving forward. As you can see, he is an 86 overall. I think that Woodyard did okay in his spot, but that being said, I think that Dante Hightower just has so much more to offer. I mean, just look at his tackling ability, his pressure, his awareness. Like, everything is just so much higher than what Woodyard was able to give. So really happy to have him back, and I'm excited to see what the future has. But let's go ahead and do our weekly strategy here. So coming over to our weekly strategy, I mean, good luck containing Aaron Rodgers. Whatever he's going to do in the game, he's going to want to do. Like, he's so good. I hate him. He is like, as a Bears fan, definitely one of those people that you grow up. It's just like, you have to give credit where credit's due, and the dude is a stellar talent. But man, is just one of the worst human beings in the world. I can't stand him. Really frustrating. And you can tell a lot by a person by their relationship with their family. And Aaron Rodgers, in case you didn't know, doesn't really have one. So that should tell you that. But let's go ahead and look at what kind of player upgrades we have here. So we have Marvin Jones Jr. as a player upgrade. Let's go ahead and get him. He has been primarily a deep threat option. I don't think that he has much to offer on the team side of that. Maybe physical. But deep threat seems to be a scheme fit, so let's go ahead and upgrade that. He's now playing up to an 84 overall. Love to see that. Let's go ahead and go back here. We got Daquan Jones, scheme fit again. He is going to be a run stopper, so let's go ahead and get that avenue. We got David Bakhtiari with a player attribute upgrade. He's playing up to a 96 overall right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that. He is going to go up to a 97 overall. He, in real life, is teammates with Aaron Rodgers, so this will be a fun little game for the two of them to play against one another. Flipping over here to Justin Zimmer. So I think Justin Zimmer might be one of those guys that ends up getting more playing time as the like franchise keeps on going. 28 years old. He's got 76 overall. Only 3 years of experience from Ferris State. Where is that? I want to say it's a D3 school. I could be wrong. Because I mean, I know it's not Fresno State. That's a completely different college. But let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay here. Before I do that, let's go ahead and take a look over at the scouting of the players. So our player prospect here, obviously our main prerogative here is going to be a quarterback. We're still at 55% on Keon Godfrey. I would love to see a little bit more. Okay, so we are able to see a little bit here. He has A, breaking sack. He has B, throwing under pressure. I mean, this guy might be our guy. We're going to have to do some pretty creative stuff in the draft portion in order to acquire him. But, I mean, this guy is going to be the future of the franchise. As you can see on the right-hand side there, our quarterback rating is an F. So he's going to be a necessity for the team to thrive in the future. Jumping into some gameplay here, we are visiting Cincinnati, which is a nice little rivalry between Ohio teams. We have the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. So, a fun little fact about the Cincinnati Bengals, they were actually founded by the same person who founded the Cleveland Browns. So, I don't know what his name is, but I know his last name's Brown. And eventually people pushed him out please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but people pushed him out of being the owner of the company or the owner of the team. And then so what he did is, I'll show you, and he goes and creates another team in the same state, Cincinnati. And that's how Cincinnati Bengals became a thing. It's kind of funny that the Browns and the Bengals have that close-knit of a relationship, but I'm sure that they don't feel the same way about it. I'm going to try and do a little nice edge rush here. Bull rushing him off to the side. Get a nice little... Oh! You gonna need leg surgery, bruh. Who's number 7? I think that's Shaq Thompson over there on the right-hand side. Go ahead and switch over to Dante Hightower, see if we can get him back involved. Quick pass over to the left. I'm getting all kind of updates on my watch right now. It's kind of funny, in the bottom I saw that the Green Bay Packers were 1-7 on the season while we're facing off against Cincinnati Bengals with Aaron Rodgers. I'm sure there's so many people watching this right now that are just going like, can you imagine Aaron Rodgers on the Cincinnati Bengals? What's a different team? They have Keenan Allen, they don't have Jamar Chase, they don't have T. Higgins. Like, it's a very different team. But yeah, it would be kind of nasty. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers now is one of the highest paid people, and I screwed up. I can't switch out of this either. Best thing I could do would be call timeout, but... Oof. Adrian Amos delivering the big hit there. Personal foul, probably a roughing the passer. I mean, what are you going to do? They just keep on babying these guys. This is going to be a really tough game for us to come out victorious on. So, as you can see, they are knocking on the doorstep here. Got a nice little cutback there by DeAndre Swift. Unfortunate season for him this past season. He just dealt with injury, and it was really hard for him to come back. I really like him as a player. I think that he's going to be instrumental in the Detroit Lions having a successful season moving forward next season. Has it been determined whether or not that the Lions are going to be going forward with Jared Goff? Like, I still haven't seen any of that, so I'm a little interested. In other news, I believe, so at the time of recording this, Baker Mayfield is still on the Cleveland Browns. They have not yet made a decision, so more to come there. But wouldn't it be interesting if he landed on the Pittsburgh Steelers? Because there's a lot of talk that if he goes to the Steelers, that they are basically going to end up going with him over the recently signed Mitch Trubisky. So I have plenty to talk about Mitch Trubisky, obviously. Cutback. Can he beat him? Oh my god, I thought he had him on the outside there. But I really don't see much of a bonus to signing Baker Mayfield over Mitch Trubisky. Like, even all that considered, I just don't think that Mitch... Oh god, that was dangerous. I just don't see Baker Mayfield as a good quarterback, I'll say. Like, he's really short, doesn't have good judgment when it comes to where the ball should be going, but I do, apparently. Look at this. Raheem Mostert almost able to break away. How do you not break away with 94 speed with Raheem Mostert? What a run. He is just dominating this team right now. But, you know, like, Baker Mayfield, he's good, but, like, you know, he's not... I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but I think that they could do a lot more by just going ahead and continuing down the Mitch Trubisky path and then drafting a quarterback in the upcoming draft. It doesn't seem like much of a value in terms of what you'd be getting in return for what you'd have to give up for Baker Mayfield, possibly. So, more to come on that, obviously, but I don't know. How do you not come down with that football, Hayden Hurst? He's going to get some points on the board. I think that makes more sense right now. The Cincinnati Bengals were able to just go ahead and march straight down the field. That really kind of sucked. It was a bit of a blow to the self-esteem. And then to only come away with 3 points is obviously not what you want. All things being considered, though, I feel pretty good about our chances in this game. So I'm not too concerned. Justin Tucker booms it back into Cleveland. So switching over here into a man blitz. I was doing a lot of zone coverage in the first drive, and I think that just gave Aaron Rodgers a bit too much time back there. Okay, so Aaron Rodgers is 5 for 5 for 60 and a touchdown. That could be pretty deadly. I think we need to shut that down pretty quickly. He's got his X Factor already popped, so that's great. Probably going to be a run to DeAndre Swift. It's not. Pass to nobody on the outside. So Aaron Rodgers on his first incompletion of the day goes wide right. I think that they might hand it off here to DeAndre Swift and then be okay with punting. Again, this is crazy to me. Getting to the outside, DeAndre. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I don't know who I was, but holy cow, he was 89. Why is that dude so tiny? Is it just me, or was that dude like abnormally small? I'm not sure who I was locked onto there, but oh my god, they were so slow. Don't come this way. I wanted to strip it. Well, Mac, you gotta rip that. I think we need to get out of the covered one. They're just kind of running all over us right now. Will Mack has DeAndre Swift. I don't think they're going to run the football this entire drive. So, oh my god. That's like Rashad Higgins. That's not even E. Higgins. So, that's, well, I mean, Rashad Higgins actually is a very good receiver. I don't think that he's being utilized very much. I want to say that he's on the Browns in real life. Could be mistaken, and with all this free agency moving around and stuff, he could very well be. And it's another touchdown for Cincinnati. He could very well be on a different team now, but I think at the end of last season, ended up still on Cleveland. So Cincinnati jumps out to a 14-3 lead over us. Not even done with the first quarter here. We have literally no answers on defense. If you've seen any one of my episodes, then you will know that I am definitely more of a second half team. It just takes a little bit for me to get accustomed to with like what I want to do. And KADARIUS TONEY is going up the middle. He could go all the way. KADARIUS TONEY, is this the momentum that we needed right here? And he's going to go flipping into the end zone for a nice little special teams touchdown. Let's go, KADARIUS TONEY. I told you guys before the season started that as a Bears fan, I am going to make sure that we get a special teams touchdown at some point in this franchise. But there you go. KADARIUS TONEY rips off a 93-yard touchdown when we needed it most. So before the first half, or before the first quarter, actually, excuse me, the game is now a 14-10 game. There has been a ton of scoring in this one. I am super excited to see if we have the mustard to come back in this game. But Aaron Rodgers will be taking over here at the 25-yard line. I think we got to run a little bit different of a coverage zone. Whatever we've been working on so far has just not been it. I need to switch over to Myles Garrett here, and it looks like it's going to be a run. Oh my god. I like what I see out of our defense in the cover 6 at least. So a run play will tell you a lot about whether or not your defense has what it takes to cover both sides of the ball. God, no one is guarding that flat route right now. I was just eyeballing the tight end there, and god damn, dude, it's just... They just constantly get out to that outside. You have Khalil Mack on a quarter flat here. See what he has. Trying to guard the middle. Ooh, good hit. Denzel Ward coming up, delivering a huge knock on 84. Trying to think. Oh, looks like that's Mercedes Lewis. Big tight end. I think he's been in the NFL now for plus years. Most known, I would say, probably with the Jaguars, but I think that he's currently on the Bay Packers. I think that was kind of a trade acquisition because of the Robert Tonyan. Could be wrong, but I just think that Mercedes Lewis has a lot to offer. He's better than the Jared Cook for sure. Oh my god. He's better than a Jared Cook for sure, who is probably going to end up retiring, if I'm being quite honest with you. I don't see why he wouldn't. Go ahead and move my mic a little bit closer here. KADARIUS TONEY, after a monster of a return, lets that one go, and they pin us down on our own 6. That was a tremendous kick by their punter. So let's go ahead and continue our dominance with Raheem Mostert. Let's see if he has the Mostert to continue. That was kind of a... Oh, the cutback, baby. Let's keep it going, dog. All right, Big Ben's got a lot of things to choose from here. See what he's got. Got Y. Raheem Mostert up the middle again. Bouncing off a couple of tackles. Drops forward for the first down. Go ahead and switch into a little bit different of a formation here. Go ahead and try and target Hayden Hurst here on the undercut route. He's wide open up in the middle for another first down, 15-yard pickup right there. Now I think that we come back with a nice little run up the gut. Get nice blockers. Maybe 4 yards, I want to say. Only 2 actually. I'm going to put Odell back. Yeah, let's go ahead and run the stick route here. And I like OBJ on a nice little undercut route, watching for a Hayden Hurst over the middle. Nope, I don't think it's open. Now OBJ's open on the outside. He catches the football for a nice little, I want to say 15-yard gain. Come back to a nice little run here with Raheem Mostert, just kind of like a ground and pound approach. And if he had the gas to get to that second level a little bit quicker, I think that is a walk-in touchdown for him. I think I'm going to switch out of this now and flip into maybe that same play that we just ran. Maybe throw OBJ in a curl and then just kind of watch what that safety does high. Come back. What? Okay, to be fair, I definitely saw that guy, and that was a horrendous throw by Big Ben. There is absolutely no reason why that linebacker should even be able to come close to intercepting that football. That's ugly. But we're going to go ahead and drop back here into a nice little zone coverage. Aaron Rodgers comes up the field. I was praying to God that he stayed up, because if he does, that ball's popping out for sure. Aaron Rodgers on an 11-yard pickup. I like our defense. I really do. I think that we're doing a lot of good things. So going ahead, and the middle is wide open. That was kind of a missed target right there by Aaron Rodgers. I think that he had the guy wide open in the middle of the field there. Go ahead and watch our drop back on the quarter. Okay, very good open field tackle by Denzel Ward. Go ahead and switch this into a cover 6 trap. Also think, oh man, Khalil Mack's on the D-line now, which is good. Bang! Get him back, make him fall backwards. Now they're forcing a nice little 4th down here. Do they go for it, or do they just go ahead and get the secure point? They're just gonna go ahead for the field goal. They're not. Okay, so we need to... God. Got really lucky that they didn't try and pass the football there. I just did the suggested, which just so happened to be a goal line stop. Get off of the block. Oh my God. I don't even know why Akeem Hicks is in the game. I subbed him out. Frustrating. Let's go ahead and try and get Myles Garrett activated over here on the right side. Been far too quiet. Really nice good hit by Dante Hightower. It's nice to have him back in the lineup. We're going to do a cover 2 inverted. I've never even seen a play type like this. So coming back into the 2-minute warning here, we have Khalil Mack covering 87. I have to be careful here. Again, man, just these under routes, these nice little like curl, flats, etc. are just killing me right now. Screen to the left. Oh! What an absolute banger of a hit right there by Deante Hightower. I'd love to see him back in today's lineup. He is absolutely crushing. Nice little bull rush there. Go ahead and push him back. Our team is delivering major blows right now. So forcing a nice little 3rd and goal. Let's go ahead and do a Firefox blitz. Know me, I love to just go all or nothing on certain plays, but Aaron Rodgers says, I don't want any part of that. Now we're going to go ahead and force probably a field goal, and I'm feeling much better about our chances now moving forward. I think that 1 minute and 15 seconds is plenty of time for us to come back in on offense and get some points on the board before halftime. So Eric Rosas goes ahead and kicks the field goal. We're set to return here. Let's go ahead and see if KADARIUS TONEY has what it takes to his magic yet again. Cutting back upfield one more time. He gets up to the 27-yard line. It was, in fact, a good decision to take that out, getting 2 more yards on the play than what we previously would have. Go ahead and switch into trap. We've been kind of destroying them on the ground, and I kind of want to see if we can continue. So that single high safety is something to keep in mind as we continue forward here. And what did I tell you, man? Raheem Mostert is just so deadly. I saw it all the way. As soon as I saw that block on the outside, I knew that Raheem Mostert could go ahead and just absolutely destroy on the outside. He just followed his blocker, and then the rest was history. Raheem Mostert with a really, really quick answer. I think that he's over 160, 150 yards on the day. It is his second long touchdown run of the half. So it is a very, very high-scoring game. Kind of anticipated that. They're a lot to handle, and our defense is not doing a fantastic job of shutting them down by any means. So yeah, this is getting to be a little bit more of a stress-induced game than what I had originally thought. Oh wow, that guy's on the Vikings. So switching over here into our... I don't know how I feel about this. Get off the block, dude. How does Ndamukong Suh just get stood up like that? I feel like in real life he is just so much more... I mean, handsy's the wrong word. Maybe I was on a keep. But Ndamukong Suh is just so much more deadly, I'll say, with getting off of blocks. I'm totally fine with those little tiny pickups because it keeps them inbounds. It makes them burn those timeouts. And then if they just so happen to make a mistake and we get an interception, plenty of time for us to get up. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Khalil Mack with a nice sack of the day. So we're going to go ahead and apply some pressure yet again with a Firefox Blitz. Go ahead and see if we can get some pressure on Aaron Rodgers again for the second time today. Spin move, keep him in bounds if we can. We're not able to. Clock stops at the second left, and they are actually going to not kneel it out. They're going to go ahead and go for it. We actually get the football to start the second half. So that is just a stat pattern right there. 24. Who is that? Oh, James Bradbury. Let's go. Going into halftime, we are all tied up at 17. So coming back out of halftime, we're all tied up at 17. This game is kind of going how I anticipated. This could really go any way. The setting apart of 2 really long runs and a special teams touchdown is really what sets this game apart. Offensively, the Cincinnati Bengals are appearing much more stout than what we are. But let's go ahead and see how Raheem Mostert has been bruiser back in this one. Let's go ahead and just... Oh my God, I thought that he was going to do it again. I cannot believe that he got through right there. That was insanity. Go ahead and run a nice little trap here. Raheem Mostert cannot be stopped right now. He is on fire. Clock, cut back maybe. Nope, he falls forward for a nice little 4-yard gain. He's close to 200 yards on the day. Watching. He's open across the middle. Another nice little pickup, about 10 or so yards. Let's do a nice little screen off to the right, or off to the left, my bad. Careful. Mostert just gets swallowed up. I saw the guy out there, but there's not really anything to check out of in that situation. I'm going to put OBJ on a streak. See what he can do with KADARIUS TONEY. Undercut. KADARIUS TONEY's open, actually. Yep, KADARIUS TONEY might be able to get to the end of the end zone, and he's not. He gets right out to maybe the 5-yard line. KADARIUS TONEY's having himself a day. Maybe not necessarily on the offensive side of the football, but definitely on special team. And just dominating in this game. A.J. Dillon Can he push forward? He does. He falls forward. I'm sure this would be a bittersweet for Aaron Rodgers to see a guy like A.J. Dillon to come in and just like bruise back his way in. They are teammates in real life after all. But we go ahead and jump out to our first lead of the day here at 24-17. Our offense has been driven by Raheem Mostert. Even though that A.J. Dillon was able to punch that last one in, this game really has been dictated by Raheem Mostert. He is a force to be reckoned with. So coming back here, we have a nice little cover 3. Go ahead and switch on to the X Factor, Khalil Mack. Bull rushes off to the side, comes back for this nice little second sack of the day. I absolutely made that happen. I'm not really one to like want to take a bunch of credit for stuff, but I bull rushed. I was using him the entire way. I'm gonna go ahead and flip over to Myles Garrett now and see if I can get him started over here on the right side of the ball. Up getting swallowed up by his blocker. And that is probably a 6 or 7 yard pickup there for DeAndre Swift off of the nice little pass by Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead and switch over to Myles Garrett yet again, see if we can get off the football, or off the line rather. There's another check down route, and James Bradbury's there to deliver yet another crushing blow on the receiver. So we force out a 3 and out. Let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and extend our lead up to a 14-point deficit. Kadarius Toney's got room on the outside. Number 4 tripped him up. Kadarius Toney, could he go for another one? He could go all the way. Let's go, baby! Kadarius Toney with his second special teams return of the day. Oh my God, he has almost 180 yards on the return of just today. Oh my God. Kadarius Toney, you are the freaking man. You're never going to have to buy another drink in Cleveland ever again. Kadarius Toney with his second special teams touchdown of the day. There is absolutely no way that guy does not get player of the week. After having Raheem Mostert run for nearly 200 yards, I still think that Kadarius Toney ends up getting the player of the week. What a showing from Kadarius Toney. So after starting out the game with a pretty wide deficit of 14-3, I think it was, we jump out to a 14-point lead here. Aaron Rodgers is kind of all over the place. He's either throwing like absolute dimes or he's missing by a lot. His one interception, you can't really fault him for. It was the end of the half. He was just doing a Hail Mary pass, so definitely don't want to read too much into that. But off the block, I can't. DeAndre Swift falling forward for probably another 6 yards, and he ends up getting 9 on the play. Switching over here to Dante Hightower, trying to take up as much of the play field in the middle, is just so slow. Oh my God, dude. I think Deante Hightower is roughly 31, 32 in real life. His acceleration is pretty bad right now. He is fresh off of an injury, but the injury was to his finger, like in his shoulder. So I'm a little confused as to why his acceleration and stuff would be taking such a major blow. Khalil Mack over here on the left side, see if he can shed that block. He's able to shed, but that was exactly what they wanted. They wanted him to get pushed downfield, so that way that created a nice little hole over there on the right side for DeAndre Swift to squeak by. But trying to get off a block here, and Aaron Rodgers is swallowed up again for the 3rd or 4th time of the day. Myles Garrett going ahead and getting his first sack on the day, though. It's always good to get these guys back into the backfield, especially when the quarterback's Aaron Rodgers. It's a little bit better than usual when you could go ahead and put some pressure on a super talented quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. Also, like I said, I'm not a big fan of him, so hit him a little harder next time. But we go ahead and switch into a cover 2 or 3 here. Khalil Mack's got the contain over there on the left side. Go ahead and see what we got. Just gonna go ahead and chill. He's going to fall out of bounds, short of the first down, obviously. Go ahead and see what the Bengals decide to do here. So it looks like they're going to try for a 3-point play. I'm going to try and block this field goal, though. Hook shot. Oh, and it looks like he made it. Just barely. Oh my god, he missed. Never mind. Okay. So our offense takes over here with very favorable position on the field. We're just going to go ahead and continue to ride Raheem Mostert. And that turned out to be one of the worst decisions ever. So we're going ahead and jumping here into the fourth quarter now. And we are in a dominant lead. All we pretty much have to do is not make any stupid decisions with the football, and I think that this one is a breeze for us. Raheem Mostert has been doing most of the heavy lifting, averaging like 18 a carry right now. So yeah, pretty good. Trying to watch. Big Ben just runs. Big Ben is the first running attempt he's ever had in his career for 14 yards. Oh my god, Big Ben was just like, nobody look at me, nobody look at me, nobody's watching me. Oh my god, they're so stupid. But Big Ben jumps out to a nice little first down there. Go ahead and see if... Ugh. Come on, man. Now KADARIUS TONEY is definitely getting me work. Get up! You ain't hurt. You just fumbled. I hate when people do that shit. When people are like, they do something stupid and then they're just like... Wait a minute. What's going on here? Was it a fumble? Oh, it's not a fumble. Raheem Mostert, your injury, I take it back. Are you hurt? Is Jabubu okay? Raheem Mostert's up and fine now, though. Look at him. See what I mean? Yeah, we end up retaining possession here. Abdominal tear, will not be able to return for the game. So that's fantastic. Just ran himself into another injury. That's a very Raheem deal. But I probably should have just taken him out of the game at that point. A.J. Dillon fighting forward for probably 3 yards. Yep, 3 yards on the play there. Let's go ahead and not run a nice little mesh route. We haven't done a ton of passing play in this, so I think I'm going to try and target Hayden Hurst. Wide open. So Hayden Hurst, can he get to the outside? Oh, he's fighting forward. Is it a touchdown? It's not quite a touchdown. That sucks. Let's go ahead and run a nice little sweep. Not a sweep, but a halfback dive with motion. A.J. Dillon fighting right up the gut here. Easy walk-in touchdown. And now it is a 21-point deficit. In a game that we thought that we could potentially lose, we are now 3 scores away. Wow, 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 wow. See if I can kick a field goal. Justin Tucker with an accurate kick. Can he kick a field goal? Let's see. Yep. And that is 3 points. Just kidding, obviously. But let's go ahead and jump onto defense here. We are going to go into a cover 3 sky. I like the formation so far today. I'm really concerned about 82 right now. Over there on the right-hand side, it looks like he could potentially get open. Wide open across the middle. It looked like our linebacker core and our secondary just were all kind of out of sorts right there. They almost didn't know who had who. Let's switch over to Wayne's here. Got the outside route over here. He loses forward progress, comes back, ends up getting 6 yards on the play. But it looks like they might be in a hurry-up offense, which I don't blame them for. They are running out of time after all. Hopping back here, let's go ahead and see. Oh my god, dude. Dante Hightower just absolutely decapitates the guy. They're at midfield. So Khalil Mack over here on the left-hand side. Let's see what he can do. And Rodgers is sacked for the 4th or 5th time of the day. And Ndamukong Suh getting in on the fun. He ends up getting his first sack on the day. Let's go ahead and switch over to a Myles Garrett. Get some pressure over there on the right-hand side. Football. He's pushed downfield. Okay, I'm hit sticking with everybody. It doesn't matter if the guy's close or not. Okay. Let's go ahead and switch over into a Shaq Thompson. Have him being contained across the middle there. They're putting DeAndre Swift. I'm guessing that's kind of like a bait route. I don't think that he's going to be spectacular. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to open up that middle of the field, and Shaq Thompson's all over it. I had to kind of watch the contain for the guy that was running on the slant route, and then being able to check back down into what would be curl. So Shaq Thompson again has the nice little, oh my god, I thought he was going to go under route, and then I was just going to pop his bitch ass. Go ahead and run a nice little reverse. Devontae Parker, that's a name that we haven't had to say today. But let's go ahead and, holy shit. What just happened? Well, you're not touching the football again today. That is just so dumb. So I think we're going to be able to get a sack here with Khalil Mack. Pushing him directly up the middle. So it is crunch time right now for the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 3rd and short, and they are sitting just outside of the 20-yard line here. It looks like they're going to be in a pass coverage here. I'm surprised it's not a hold out there on the left-hand side on Khalil Mack. That looked like that left tackle got a little bit too much of Khalil Mack. A nice little cover one robber. I kind of like our odds here. I have coverage on DeAndre Swift. If he ends up going to the right outside, doesn't, they take it down to the 10-minute warning. It's fine. I don't care. So we're sitting pretty right now with a 3-score game. We got Myles Garrett here on the outside. Let's see if he can get the pressure inside, and Aaron Rodgers throws a pick into the back of the end zone. James Bradbury is going to take it all the way. Our stick user is just so lethal right now. Like, let's see if he can showboat a little bit.
What you doing out there, boy?
Woo! See what you doing out there, boy? James Bradbury said, "What's up, bruh?" He just takes it the entire way. Oh my God, Aaron Rodgers ain't got on me. I still own you. I still own you. Goes ahead and kicks a nice little field goal. Somehow David DeCastro gets injured on a field goal attempt, which I'm not even sure why he's on the field. Is our right guard. So that's cool. We jump out to a 45-17 game here. Justin Tucker's kicking field goals from kickoff. That's always encouraging to see. James Bradbury with one of the longest interception pick six that you will ever see. But yeah, that's why he's like a 93 or 92 overall in the game. Very, very good. And that was also a fantastic block that he got there. Oh, another one? No way. I don't know if he's fast enough. Dive! Is he in? He's in for the touchdown! Aaron Rodgers with his 3rd pick of the day. Oh my God. Let's go. Holy smokes. Our defense and special teams have accounted for 28, 30 points. So yeah, it's been a pretty productive day on the special teams and defensive side of the football. So we are pretty much dominating the state of Ohio right now. Going ahead, and after today's game, we will be sitting at a very pretty 9-0. Let's go ahead and try and get some more pressure on Aaron Rodgers. I really like trying to get some sacks early on here. I do not want to allow them to score, though. That would be ideal. I like being able to say that the one matchup that I had against Aaron Rodgers this season, I was able to shit on him. Okay. So I think that's Will Dissly. Yeah, that's Will Dissly. But Myles Garrett has not been it so far. It's been more like the Khalil Mack show. That's probably more of a matchup thing. If I had to guess, that they probably just have a better right tackle than they do left tackle, and Myles Garrett has been lining up on that side of the football a lot today. I suck so bad. Oh, very, very close to another pick. But Myles Garrett here, let's see if we can give him some love. He's just kind of slow off the football. Oh my God, Bryce Callahan getting in on the fun now. Goes ahead and gets blocked onto the outside. He's, oh my God, he could have ripped one off too. Bryce Callahan with his 5th interception on the season. He started out the year, I think, 3 for 3. Like 3 games, 3 picks. He was stellar to start out the season. He's got a goal of 8 interceptions this season. But that is a ton of interceptions for a DB. Most DBs get like 3 or 4. Have a goal of that? Oh. Big Ben just gets poo-pooed on, and that is going to end today's game. So, game recap here. We end up having A.J. Dillon come for an injured Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert was probably, 12 for 181 yards on the day. Odell Beckham ends up getting 1 reception for 22. Devontae Parker, in his only attempt on the day, fumbles the football. And Ben Roethlisberger throws for 64% completion, 120 yards. But again, our defense and our special teams, and as well as our running, just did not give him much with the football. Aaron Rodgers on the other side ends up completing 74% of his pass attempts and 317 yards for 2 touchdowns. I think 4 picks on the day. So KADARIUS TONEY ends up getting a skill point upgrade. I think that is very much warranted. He had one of the best games of the season. So KADARIUS TONEY is currently at a hidden development. Got probably 158 more downs before we end up being able to see dev trade. I think he's going to be a superstar dev, if I'm being 100% honest with you. He has been absolute insane with the football. So before I go ahead and cut today's video, I want to go ahead and do a couple of things. First thing I'm going to do is check out the injury to Raheem Mostert, see what the severity is. So I'll go ahead and do that now. All right, so Raheem Mostert joins the list. He's going to be out for 4 weeks, so we will not get him back until after the bye week. Not on IR. He is not set to return. He has an abdominal tear, which probably sounds a little worse than it should be. It looks like we are getting Alex Mack and Ed Oliver back next week, so that'll be a huge addition to the team. And then before we go ahead and cut today's video, I want to go ahead and take a look at next week's matchup against the Patriots. So in next week's matchup, we have a Patriots team led by Buda Baker, Chandler Jones, Marlon Humphrey. Okay, so they are stacked on defense. Justin Jefferson on offense, Hunter Henry, Devontae Williams, Derek Brown, John Elliott, Denzel Perriman, Christian Wilkins, Robbie Gould, the quarterback, Jameis Winston. Feel good now. They got McCole Hardman, Cameron Sutton. I think that's pretty nuts too. They have Jake Elliott and Robbie Gould. Why do you need both of them? Let's go ahead and take a quick look before we cut today's video at what the team overall is. Let's go ahead and advance to the next week. So advancing to the next week's gameplay, we are going to be going up against an 85 on defense. It totally makes sense with Marlon Humphrey, Baker on that side of the football, plus Chandler Jones. They're an 81 overall right now. We're currently an 84, but I'm not going to go ahead and jump into anything else for today's video. But as always, if you liked it, go ahead and put a like on the video. Go ahead and subscribe if you liked it. And be sure to let me know what you think I could be doing better to make sure that this content's. So that's going to do it for today. As always, look at you. See ya!